For question 3, so in the first part, like I said, I set up a Venn diagram. You could have done that with a two-way table or something, but identifying the correct probability of working less than 5 years and not owning their own salon, what do I keep calling it, salon, and it's 0.54, so that was worth a little U mark there. And then another place to get a little U marked, getting the probability the first one owns, given that it's 5 years plus, so we're looking just in the 5 years plus, remember, and it's 266 out of the 660, giving a probability there. Then the second one, because they're out of the study, we've got to remember we've got to reduce that probability sample space, so we're now down to 659 instead of 660. And strictly speaking, we should label it the probability of both owning, given 5 years plus, not the both owning business. Okay, so possibly a mark down there, but the combined probability is 0.162. That figure's actually correct. And then the two events, a hairdresser working at least 5 years and a hairdresser owning their own salon. Independence, stating the independence rule or an independence rule. It's not the only one. Remember, you could have the probability of A given B is simply the same as the probability of A. We check those numerically. We find that the probability of A and B here, 5 plus and owning their own, is not the same as the probability of 5 plus times the probability of owning own. Stating it's not independent, showing our independence rule, and doing the numerical calculations gives us our R there. Turning over into part D, there's more than one way to do this. The way I've chosen, I've laid it out. I've calculated, getting 4 of these figures correct would give you a U, getting the whole correct would give you an R, and then identifying the right probability. Possibly the easiest part. The hardest part is actually getting this table correct, I feel, this Venn diagram correct, giving you the 1% chance there. Like I say, there are alternative methods to getting that T, but there's a T available there and an R back here, and I think that was all. There's also part R's available in earlier pieces. Overall, that's an E8.